What's going on? I go by the name of Bossy, Bossieie. How you spell that with two S's, two I's, and one E. Alright, so today I'm going to show you how to make Irish sea moss from scratch. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to make the gel, and it's super cost effective, budget friendly, if you will, and you know exactly what's going into your body when you make it. So if that's something you're trying to see, go miso. Let me show you. This is raw dried sea moss, okay, often known as Irish moss or even Crundus crispus. Okay, that reminds me of Harry Potter somehow. If you know, you know. All right, it's packed with minerals, supports the digestive system, and helps some people, and they swear by it, clear skin, more energy, and even better immunity. Okay, so what I have here is raw dried sea moss, spring water, a bowl. My bowl is like a silver bowl, preferably glass, but I don't have a glass bowl. I have a blender, a jar, or if you want, you can use an airtight container for storage. And then I have lemons as opposed to lime. I would love to have limes, but I didn't have that option this time around. First things first, what you want to do is clean your sea moss. What I've done here is cut up some lemons and then put them in the bowl. Once I've put them in the bowl, I'm going to put some spring water and the sea moss inside the bowl. Once I've put the sea moss into the bowl, I clean it, getting rid of salt, debris from the ocean, and anything else that you don't want, like sand. And then you just scrub it, make sure that it's clean, okay? Once you've done that, you run water through it until it's mostly clear. Now that you've cleaned your sea moss, you want to go ahead and basically just soak it. Okay, let it sit in there for about 12 to 24 hours. And then just let it sit there for that long in room temperature. You don't need to boil it, you don't need to do anything. After soaking, you want your sea moss to expand, okay? You want it to look soft, slippery, and translucent, similar to the texture in this video, okay? And then once you're done with that, we're gonna blend, okay? So we're gonna blend it into a gel. My favorite way of blending the gel is to put little water. If you put too much water, it's too much, and then it gets watery. In this demonstration, we made it a little bit watery because we put it in our drinks, right? Usually when I have sea moss, I just take one big spoon, especially for my hay fever, and then go about my day, go to the gym, run some errands or whatever, and outside doesn't attack me. So in this demonstration, it's watery. We put it in smoothies, we put it in anything you can think of. Literally, sea moss is so versatile, you can put it in any dish, okay? Once you've soaked it, you put it into the blender, you dash it in, and then you just feed some water. So how I like to do it, I like to feed water into the sea moss until I'm happy with the consistency and it's like jelly-like. In this demonstration, it's a little bit on the watery side, which is fine as well. You can have it any way you want. And when you feed in the water, make sure that your water is still spring water, okay? You want to blend until it's completely smooth and creamy. And that's it. You've made sea moss at home, honey. Okay? Once you're done blending, it's time to store your sea moss, okay? Through experience, I've noticed that when you put sea moss in anything but anything glass, it's going to spoil very, very quickly. You want your sea moss to last for about 2 weeks, all right? 14 days is a good time to have your sea moss. And if you're making your sea moss every 14 days and it runs out, at least you can still make new sea moss in 14 days. That's a great solution to something that could potentially be problematic. But anyway, so you put your sea moss in a glass jar, airtight, transfer your sea moss into a clean, airtight container, okay? Or a glass container like how we did. It can last for about 3 to 4 weeks, but we go through sea moss in like literally 2 weeks, right? We don't make a lot of sea moss because we want to make sure that it's always fresh, okay? You can add sea moss to your smoothies like I do. I'll show you a smoothie I'm gonna have right now. Teas, soups, even topically on your skin. We use sea moss on our skin and our hair, but I also use flaxseed gel for my hair because I think I like it better. It smells so let me not even get into that, but flax seeds smell so good on hair. But yeah, you just have one big spoon of sea moss once or twice a day, tablespoons, by the way, and that's literally enough. You don't need too much. And yeah, enjoy your sea moss, and I hope that it helps you. If you found this video helpful, do like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Drop any questions in the comments, and stay beautiful, stay healthy, stay natural, and have that natural meow. All right, let's go.